The last time we spoke to Long Beach Transit, they were spreading the holiday joy and spirit by really supporting the local community and organization Creative Flow. And this time they're expanding into the art world by further supporting local artists and as well creating more artistic flows here with their buses and murals in Long Beach with the organization POW WOW. So who we have joining us here today is Customer and Community Relations Manager Jocelyn Padilla from Long Beach Transit and founder and creative director of POW WOW, Jasper Wong. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, this is really exciting. We're kicking off the beginning of the year in a very creative and colorful way here. So I would like to know first up from Jasper, what does POW WOW actually stand for and how did it come into being from Hong Kong to Taiwan, all the way to DC, Portland, and now here in Long Beach?
Yeah, definitely. So the name was originally inspired by comic books. So POW, being a punch in the face. So it's how I thought that the art's impact on a viewer, and WOW being the reaction to that. But at the same time, powwow is a Native American term for a gathering to celebrate the arts, music, and culture, which is what we also believe in are trying to do through our festivals, which is focused on community beautification and bringing people together and education. And so, we started the project back in Hong Kong, and then we did the project in Hawaii for about a decade, and done it in Long Beach for about 5 years. And we also have it in 17 other cities around the world, such as Taiwan, Guam, Kathmandu, Washington, D.C., Austin, Texas, all over Japan, Seoul, South Korea, Rotterdam, Netherlands, etc. And the real focus is really just about going into different communities and creating public community beautification projects and painting murals all over the buildings in those cities. And it, just by that act alone, it just really changes the landscape and creates an open air gallery. And through those projects, we also try to create educational initiatives and other projects along the way.
That's incredible. It's really expanded over the years, as it sounds, and globally as well. So Long Beach is very lucky to have as well the artistic creation from POW WOW. And so Jocelyn, please do tell us when are these murals going to be unveiled? And they are going to be on some buses as well, as I understand. And and how did this all come into partnership as well?
Well, we launched the First Street Transit Gallery, or did a relaunch, I should say, in October of last year, where, this valuable public space, it's our transit hub, and we have these unique placements to really feature community art. And so it was just going in that direction. What art do we already have in this community that's made by the community for the community? And how can we just repackage that and highlight that? And so all of these great existing powwow murals are already throughout the city. So we thought we really need to bring those together. And a lot of those muralists, while some are international, some are local to here in Long Beach. So really try to focus on those local artists and again, some of those from around the world and kind of package them up. And there are so many throughout the city, we could only choose a few. But that was just the thought. How do we highlight this already existing community art and package it up? And we were actually lucky one of the years of powwow. It was a roaming mural idea. So some folks might have already seen this. We have a mural on a bus by a very talented artist, and we've had that now for a couple of years as part of the POW WOW experience.
And so how can they view them safely as well in this time? And can they go and see them?
Absolutely. So our First Street Transit Gallery, it's on First Street between Long Beach Boulevard and Pine Avenue. It's a completely pedestrian-only space. All you have there are buses and trains. So again, this really unique open space that we invite people to come, get to experience our downtown in a safe manner right now. And, walking is one of those only safe activities we can do. And the displays will be up through the end of March. And again, you can get to experience your downtown, get to know your transit hub, and then see these murals that already exist throughout the city. And then maybe it piques your interest. You want to see one of these in person. There's a great map on the POW WOW website where you can see where all the murals are actually located throughout the city.
Let us know, what is the POW WOW website?
We have a powwowlongbeach.com, which will have specifically the Long Beach murals. Then we have a POW WOW Worldwide where we try to document and have all the murals done globally.
Amazing. And how did this partnership come into being? I mean, I know you briefly explained that, it's been like a relaunch, but how comes, like, from the beginnings, and how are you continuing? And Jasper, you are in Hawaii right now, so it's pretty phenomenal how this is all happening, from wherever we are in the world in our space, but able to bring this community together and have such a creative space.
So we've been doing murals in Long Beach for about 5 years. We've had a really strong relationship with not only the Long Beach Transit, but also with Long Beach local government, with Long Beach Museum of Art, and various sort of local organizations. And everyone in Long Beach, including all the people, have always been super supportive. The one issue that I've always had with Long Beach whenever we did festivals there is that there would be too many volunteers. We didn't have enough tasks for the amount of people that wanted to come out to help. So that's really great about Long Beach, that the people really come out and they really sort of support and really love public art and really support local Long Beach artists. So it's been a really sort of a city that's really embraced us over the years. We're hoping to bring it back, hopefully this year, but if not next year. But Long Beach Transit has really sort of come and supported us and helped us, put murals on buses, and now with the gallery. So really appreciate everyone's support.
Okay, great. Jocelyn, were you going to also add something to that?
That it's just, again, looking to these great artists that contribute so much to our community, and how can we highlight them in this First Street Transit Gallery? And that's the whole goal of the gallery. And so, again, just inviting folks, knowing that we're always going to have a different feature. We're really excited for this powwow one. And, in the coming months, if you follow us on social media, you'll see those next community artists or different projects that we'll feature.
I'll let the public know as well what the social media handles are to follow for both of the platforms.
I'll go with Powwow first.
Yeah, so it's at POW WOW Worldwide is ours.
And we're at LB Transit or Long
Perfect.
Beach.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for joining us here. If Jasper, if you would like to just add as well anything that's coming up this year that you can already share about powwow, or how local artists and the community can be a part of the powwow community, please do share. And then Jocelyn, finally, maybe share as well some updates that are happening at Long Beach Transit.
Yeah, so for us, a lot of our festivals have been canceled due to the pandemic. But last year we were able to do 4, which were focused mainly on murals. We're hoping seeing how things go with each city, making sure that we keep the community safe as well as the artists safe. We are working on a few exhibitions in Hawaii, and also hoping to bring back our Long Beach project this year as well. It's best to email me, if you want to be involved as a volunteer or as an artist. You can reach out to me through Instagram or through our emails, and which can be found on our website. And I'm always looking for new artists. We always want to support local artists, because every single one of our rosters for every city is at least half local. We want to make sure that we are able to support and expose and elevate local artists as well through our platforms.
And I would just like to invite people to really follow along with us. Visit us on our website, right, lbt.com/connect. LB Transit is a lot more than just taking you from A to B. Under normal circumstances, we have some great services like our aqua buses and Museum Express. But even as of right now, we're always looking to feature local businesses. Some of our customers, we always do highlight. So I really encourage people to follow along and realize the partner that Long Beach Transit really is to the community.
Great. Yes. I mean, we've been following up month on month with you here at Long Beach Transit. There's really a lot of things happening, even if it's been a bit of an odd time, but you've been able to really forge some great relationships and partnerships to really support the local community. So really, we appreciate you both. And hopefully, we'll be able to go into an artist space. I mean, it's great to be able to have the mural spaces, which are outdoors right now. And so let's see what happens for the rest of this year, right?
And I encourage everyone, transit is still very much a safe mode of transportation, even in these trying times. Under normal circumstances, our cleaning requirements are very stringent, and even more so right now. So I encourage people to still use public transportation.
Great. And so finally, just as a reminder, do head on over to POW WOW Long Beach to really check out the map. You'll see exactly where the murals are and see if you can catch a glimpse of the bus. Thank you so much for joining us here at Long Beach Local News. You can head on over to longbeachlocalnews.com for more local news. I'm Yasmin.
You.
Thank you.